ASMR. Perfect. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a catch-up video. The last video I posted was of March 4th of 2023. So where have I been? What have I been doing? What's been going on for the last year and so? I guess I'll just take you through a timeline and we can talk about it. I apologize if I do look down. I just have a notebook with all the little notes that I have of where I've been and all the details that I want to include in this video, so bear with me if I look down a little bit. So last I posted, without your guys' knowledge, I was working full-time. Around this time, I was happy to have a job and I was happy to be able to work, but I wasn't fully satisfied and happy inside. I didn't feel like what I was doing was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. That is why I started looking into school. For a while I didn't know what I wanted to go to school for. I wasn't 100% sure what field I kind of wanted to go into, but with doing some research and stuff, I packed up my mom, Vivi, Miguel, and myself, and I brought them with me to go to a tour in Winnipeg for a hairstyling school. So I decided after that school tour that this is what I wanted to do with my life. This is what I found a lot of interest in, and this is what made me feel passionate for something. So once I got back to work, I actually handed in my 2-week notice. And I handed that in July 17th of 2023, which was super exciting for me, but I was very nervous as well. I was nervous because I would be in the city by myself every day. A little like side note, renting was so incredibly expensive that I decided that I was going to drive to school every single day. So I just want to put out there that that is the reason why when I talk about driving every day, it's because renting was so expensive. Okay, so skip forward a little bit. July 31st, my first day of school. I show up there and I was so nervous. Everyone was so confident and comfortable, and in this moment I just was not. I was so shy and quiet and out of my element. I left a job where I was there for around 2 years, where I was comfortable with every single person, and now I got picked out of there and dropped into a place where I knew no one and I knew nothing about anything in the area. Coming from Morden, such a small town, everyone kind of knows everyone, which has its pros and cons, but going from that to a big city, or bigger city anyways, where you don't know anyone, it's really difficult. It's definitely an experience that when it happens to you, you know how it feels. This course was a 10-month full-time course. For the first 2 months, my schedule was Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30. So these first 2 months were strictly in class time. So we would not be on the salon floor. We would only be in the classroom with our textbooks, going through PowerPoints, going through the textbook, reading everything, taking tests, everything like that, making sure our knowledge for each chemical was properly known. The remaining 8 months, my schedule then turned into Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was 9 to 4:30, and Tuesdays were 12:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Definitely sucked. It wasn't the greatest staying in the city that late. We made it work. My uncle actually let me stay at his apartment Tuesday nights. So I would bring clothes, like I would pack clothes and stuff for nighttime, and then I would go there. I would get to his apartment at about 9 or 9:30, and I would eat, I would shower there, and I would stay at his place, and then I would just go to school the next morning, and then I would go home after that. So that worked out really good for the first, I think I stayed there for 3 or 4 Tuesdays. And yeah, that worked really good for me because then I didn't have to drive home so late and wake up so early for the next school day. I ended up driving every day for 4 to 5 months. That was absolutely insane for me. And you know, when I first was doing it, I didn't think twice about it. I was just like, okay, I'm going to school, I've got to drive, I've got to do something because I can't afford to rent a place. And the school that I went to, they did not offer dorms or anything like that, so that wasn't an option for me. Couple months in, I realized how difficult it actually was, and I was fully exhausted. Just for context, a little bit of how every day would be for me would be that I would wake up at 6 a.m. I would kind of get ready, and I would have to leave the house by 7 a.m. And I would drive, and I would arrive at school at 8:30 in the morning. From 8:30, the doors are actually open, so I could go inside and I could do my hair, and class started at 9. And then I would do 9 to 4:30 in class, and then by the time I got all my stuff and everything and out the door in my car, it was about 4:45, so I would start my drive home at 4:45. I would arrive home at about 6:15, 6:30 depending on the traffic, and I would eat, I would shower, and I would be completely exhausted. I would do my homework if I needed to do homework, but a lot of the time I just went to sleep. I was so tired and exhausted from driving so much and so much stuff in my head from learning. I do want to say that the 8 months after the 2 months in the classroom was on the floor. So I was standing, taking clients, everything like that. Like I was a full-time stylist, just like watched by the teachers basically. And you would get maybe one, if there was a lot of people, you'd get maybe 2 clients per day. But it changed every single day. You didn't have the same clients every day. You could get, basically it went through sections of learning. So if you learned a section, you could do clients within that section. So once we learned colors, we could do highlights, root touch-ups, everything like that. We could do those on clients. Then we would learn perms and all the chemical stuff with that, and then we could do perms on people. That type of gist, if you get what I mean. Back to the driving a little bit. The driving got really difficult when it started to become winter because, as you can imagine, I go through winter months. Sometimes when I would go home for the weekend, I would have to miss school on Monday because the highways are closed because of a snowstorm. So that made it a little bit difficult for me to attend all my classes, but they were really good with that. They knew I lived out of town or out of the city, so they were really good with me making up the time for that. And I say make up the time for that because hairstyling is an hour-based program, so you have to meet the required hours. If you do not, you cannot graduate. That's basically what I mean. So during the winter months, I stayed with my mom's uncle, and that was insanely helpful. I would stay there during the week, and I would come home during the weekend. To be honest, like just looking upon that plan, it was such a good plan. Like, oh my gosh, it couldn't have lined up better. Get a place to stay during the week while I go to school. I can go home on the weekends, everything like that. But it took a lot out of me mentally, being away from everyone that I knew. Not that I don't know my uncle. I do, or my mom's uncle. I do know him, of course. but not as closely as my family, like my mom, Miguel's family, everything. It was really difficult for me to get through, but it ended up being okay. It was only a couple months that I had to do that, and I won't have to do that again. So some would say that I did get spoiled there. I would probably have to agree, but it's still up for debate. He made it as homey as he could. It was really, really great. He gave me a house key. He would tell me how the weather would be so I could plug in my car. He would make me dinner every single night and have it in the fridge, and he would pre-make my lunch for the next day for me so I had a lunch to go. He would buy me snacks that I wanted to have. Yeah, it was such a great experience. It was just hard for me to stay away from everyone else, but other than that, I had no issues being there. It was really, really great. I ended up meeting some pretty great people in school. Of course, there's always some people you just don't connect with. Yeah, I have a couple random videos of my time in school and some random pictures of my time in school. Some of them are just myself, either in the car or with the friends that I met and everything like that. So yeah, and I would love to kind of document that, so I'll put those in now. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning, 8:09. I'm so tired. But what else is new? Got a long day today. I'm gonna get there at 8:30 until 8:30 at night. So ate some toast this morning. Hopefully that holds me off, but it really doesn't feel like I did anything, so that's really good. I'm in class. I'm just doing some of my schoolwork. Did not have a very good day today so far, but it's Friday. Hey guys, I'm back. Update. 5:27 currently. I'm driving back to my uncle's house. I'm so tired. Good morning, guys. It's Friday. Like, that coffee is just, it's what I need to get through the day. Oh, what the hell? That person just did a U-turn right up in the middle of the street. Hopefully you guys can see in the background this big Christmas tree. I think you'll be able to see it. There it is. Woohoo! Christmas spirit. You know, school was such a whirlwind of emotions. To Maya, Charlene, and Melody, Taylor, I miss you guys. And now that I've grown the attachment to you guys, it's also hard to be at home now. And the people I did get along with, like, was just amazing. Like, I loved all the teachers and the dean, and I became really, really, really great friends with the receptionist at the school. So I graduated school on May 21st of 2024. I was and I am really happy. I had been working at a salon already starting March 23rd on Saturdays, and I would work every single Saturday, so my schedule ended up getting even fuller. My schedule would be Monday to Friday I would be at school, and then Saturday I would be at work, and Saturday evenings I would do Miguel's family's hair, and then Sundays I would do my family's hair. So I wasn't really getting a break for about a month and a half. There would be occasional weekends where I wouldn't do anything, but I would still have to work and everything like that. So now that I was graduated, I was really excited to start working full-time as an apprentice. So I started May 27th full-time. So the apprenticeship for a hairstylist is a 2-year term. So we have to work in a salon for 2 years, and the first year you get, basically they have it organized that you get paid a certain amount for the first year, and then you get paid a certain amount for the second year. The apprenticeship is done. After the 2 years you can go and take your Red Seal exam, and you will be a licensed Red Seal hairstylist. Then you can go on to be your own business owner. You can do commission, you can rent a chair, rent a suite, whatever, anything you want from there. Now you're not an apprentice, you don't have to be discounted, you don't have to tell people, oh, I'm just learning. You're good after that. So honestly, that's really it. That's it for the school-wise news anyways. Last week, June 20th to June 25th, me and Miguel went to Texas. We went for the Copa America Colombia versus Paraguay game, which was such a blast. It was absolutely so much fun. I loved having a trip with Miguel in general. We went to the zoo, the game. We went to these like different restaurants downtown from these locals. It was a blast. Yeah, if you want to see the game footage, I will have Miguel's channel down below, because he did film the Colombia versus Paraguay game and made it into a little vlog from the day. So if you want to see that, it is a really great video. Go check it out. And if you want to see pictures from the trip and everything, I have those on my Instagram. You can go down in the description below. I'll have my Instagram there. You can go check those out as well. Yeah, that was a lot of information, a lot of stuff that's been happening. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, comment down below if you want to see any videos from me. If you want to see anything with hair, feel free to comment that, any tutorials. I'd be willing to give those a try as well. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!